to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the baby elephant community. On this channel, we talk about the law of attraction, self-development, how to be your happiest, healthiest, most vibrant self. And on Mondays, I like to share law of attraction success stories to get everybody's vibrations way up for the rest of the week. So today I'm going to share a story that I actually already shared on the Facebook group. If you're not a part of the Facebook group, make sure you join today. Obviously free. It's our community. We have about 400 posts every day. We have a very active Facebook group. Everybody's helping each other over there. Everyone's connecting, praying for each other. It's the coolest group ever. We honestly have a great time over there, so I highly recommend joining. So I shared this story already on the Facebook group, but I wanted to share it with the rest of the community over here because I know not all of us are over there. So the other week, it was a Sunday, and I had 2 weddings to go to in one night. I had to go back and forth between 2 weddings. When I go to weddings or when I go to big events, I always wear this one bracelet that my father, he actually lent it to me. My dad does wholesale jewelry, so you know, when I need jewelry, he'll allow me to wear something and I bring him back when he needs it. I've had this one bracelet for quite a while. It's a tennis bracelet, all diamonds, white gold. It's gorgeous and it's worth a lot of money. It's the most expensive item I have in my possession. What's most important about it to me is that it comes from my dad, and from my dad wanting me to look and feel my best when I go to these events. So this bracelet actually has a broken clasp, and I didn't really forget about it. I knew that it was there, but I didn't place much importance on it because I really was determined to wear it for these weddings. So I went to the wedding and I had a beautiful time. I went to both weddings. I danced the night away. I really just had such a great time, and then I stayed at the hotel of one of the weddings that night. I woke up in the morning and I immediately freaked out because I woke up like this and I opened my eyes and there's nothing sparkly there. But I didn't freak out too much yet because my earrings were off, so I was like, okay, I must have, without remembering, taken off all my jewelry before getting into bed. I looked to the nightstand and my earrings are there. So immediately I freak out and I'm like, okay, I don't have a memory for some reason of taking off my bracelet. I can't remember doing that. I thought I went to sleep with it. So I turned that hotel room inside out, upside down. And what I'm gonna do right now, you guys, is I'm going to take you through that day. It was a very high anxiety day. I went through this contrast between normal average human emotions of freaking out, being anxious, and my higher self emotions, which I'm very close to, which is emotions of calm, confidence, knowledge, knowing that whatever I desire to happen can happen. So, you know, my human self and my higher self was struggling a lot that day because they were battling it out, basically. After turning the hotel upside down, I went to the front desk, I filed a missing item report, and it was super early in the morning, so I was planning on going back to sleep. So I got back into the hotel room, and before going to sleep, I did the 2-cup method. So on one cup, I wrote, I don't have the bracelet. On the next one, I wrote, on the desired reality cup, I wrote, I miraculously found the bracelet. So I did that and I went back to sleep. And before going back to sleep, I also texted my friend, hoping that maybe I had fallen in her car when we were going back and forth between these weddings. I woke up and no, my friend had not found it. And I searched through my bags again, searched through everything again, and it was still nowhere to be found. And, you know, I'm starting to freak out a little bit at this point. I went to 2 weddings with a combined 1,000 guests. Let's say like 300 staff members, there's 25 miles apart between these places. I went back and forth a few times, and the last time I had a picture of myself wearing the bracelet was at 9 p.m., which was before leaving to the second wedding. So it could have been anywhere because we went back to the first wedding. So while I'm freaking out, I decided, you know, I'm doing this all wrong. And I started to become more present. I sat down on the floor and I meditated and I started to focus on my breath, and I said to myself, you know what? This is a material object. Let's put it into perspective. I lost a material object. I did not lose an arm. So I was putting it into perspective for myself. I was trying to like remind myself, you know, it's, yeah, in the human world it might appear to be a big loss, but realistically I didn't really lose anything. It's gonna be okay. And I just calm myself down. Time goes by and I forgot, you know, I went to lunch that day. I spent the day off with my boyfriend and we were just hanging out. I kind of took my mind off of it, but it was still in the back of my head and I was still a little bit feeling anxious. So all day long I'm going back and forth through these feelings, and then I'm like, trying to stay present while still freaking out, still checking and checking and checking and checking. And I was checking my bag again and again as if it's going to turn up there. Which, you know, sometimes when I let go, things do turn up. But I wasn't letting go. It was around 5 o'clock. I took my bag, my overnight bag, I took it apart again, and with mindfulness and with presence, I just organized everything in my bag, and I was breathing and I was relaxing. I was like, you know what? It's not here. It's okay. Everything's okay. I had my boyfriend text his friend whose wedding it was, and I was like, can you just let him know that I'm looking for this? And he's like, yeah, okay, I'll text him. And then I went and jumped in the shower, and I was imagining to myself my boyfriend like slamming on the door and saying he's got it. But nothing like that happened, and I thought, okay, so probably no good news, because he would have been excited enough to like scream or shout that they found it. So I'm in the shower and I'm relaxing, and I start to kind of like talk to the universe, talk to myself, and I'm like, you know what? I know better than this. This item is mine. I desire for it to come back into my reality. I know, deep down, I know it will be back in my possession. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one way or another, if I just let go, I will be able to manifest this back into my life. I already gave thanks to the universe for bringing it back to me. I did the 2-cup method. I'm good. I've done what I need to do. It's time to really let go and relax. And in that moment, I had this realization, this epiphany that I just had not been letting go. And, you know, it was a full 11 hours of just stress. And I'm just like, it's fine. This will be mine. It's okay. And I really let go. I didn't just say that. I really consciously, energetically let go, detached. And I'm just like, it will work out. It always works out. Miracles happen to me all the time. I can do this. I've done more. Earlier in the day, I had this conversation with myself where I was like, you know what? Of course, I use law of attraction all the time. I preach about it. I teach it. But like, maybe can I use it right now when I'm in such bad, like when I'm so anxious, when I'm so sad, so upset over losing something like this? Can I still use it? Is this me? Like, do I need to test the universe? So while I was in the shower, I had another realization where I was like, this is not a time to test the universe. And the universe isn't testing me. That's not what's happening. I'm not testing the universe because I believe completely, wholly. I have 100% belief and faith. I don't need to test it. I know what will happen. Turn the shower off. I get out of the shower. I walk out of the bathroom, and my boyfriend's looking down at his phone, and he has a big smile on his face. I'm like, what's up? Thinking, you know, he would have freaked out if that was it. He turns his phone to me, and there's a picture of the bracelet, and he goes, they have it. Is this it? We got it. So, my loves, basically the moral of the story is, it's yours. The possibility, the likelihood that someone slipped this tiny little thing into their pocket after finding it on the floor is high. The likelihood that my boyfriend's good friend found it, that she sat down on it, and that she's a good person, and that she held on to it instead of giving it to somebody else who may have lost it themselves, and that she still had it, that likelihood that it was at that wedding, that person found it out of the thousands and thousands of places and people that could have been exposed to this, are so slim. But it still happens because at some point you let go and you remember to have faith in that you can make whatever outcome you want happen with enough control and poise and presence and mindfulness. And it'll come to you. That moment of clarity will come to you. And when that moment of clarity comes to you, everything will align. And this was an instant manifestation. The instant that I let go, it came back to me. I'm so grateful. And I want to say again, thank you to the universe. And I don't think that it was trying to show me anything. I don't think that I was supposed to test it or anything, or test my skills or anything, but I do think that sometimes things like this happen to me to reinforce my own beliefs so that I can reinforce the beliefs of hundreds of thousands of other people. So this is me telling you that you can literally do whatever you want with your mind. Whatever outcome you desire, however slim it might be, it is yours if you decide that it is. And that's it for today's Manifestation Monday. As always, let's keep the vibrations going way up. Hit the comments. Tell me something good. What have you manifested? What good thing has happened to you? Just tell me something good. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Until my next video, keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye.